So my name is Kirsty Lawson. Do I just go forward like that?
Yeah, I'm not sure where the laser is.
And I'm a project manager with DPIRD, and my role is to manage the state government's contribution to the industry-led Processed Oat Partnership, or the POP. But before I start explaining what the POP is, I want to give a bit of context as to why the state government is investing in the oat industry. Not quite sure what... Oh. Doesn't seem to be coming up. Yeah, there it is. So if any of you attended the recent International Oat Conference in Perth in October, you may have heard oats being described numerous times as a Cinderella crop. But why? Well, the conference heard from leading oat researchers, breeders, agronomists, pathologists, processors, traders and growers from around the world, and everyone agreed that growth right now and projected growth in the global oat industry is significant. There's a lot of untapped potential. In fact, according to Future Market Insights, the global oats market is estimated to be worth about $9 billion this year, and is projected to reach about $16 billion in 2032, and that's an annual compound annual growth rate of nearly 6% a year. So there are opportunities. And this is because consumers want oats and oat products due to well-documented health benefits. We all know that oats are high in fibre and protein and beta-glucan. Studies have shown that just 3 grams of beta-glucan a day can help lower cholesterol, improve heart health, regulate blood sugars and reduce inflammation in the body. And that's Neil McNeil, that photo. He's 104 and he puts down his longevity to eating oats every day. So it obviously works. And you only need to do a quick research online to read about the benefits of eating oats. Most of it is scientifically proven, some of it not. According to some of the videos, we'll all have our 21-year-old bodies again with perfect skin and perfect hair if we eat oats. So look, I'm 97, so I think it works. So why should WA care about this? Well, WA has some natural competitive advantages when it comes to growing and processing oats. Oat processors in WA have access to Australia's largest primary source of oats and are closer to large Asian markets and other oat-growing regions. Our oats are naturally sun-ripened. Our grain handling system has a clean and green reputation internationally. Our oats have an attractive bright white colour and are low in moisture, which is attractive to our customers. And our growers responsibly manage fungicide, insecticide and herbicide use, as we've been hearing today, to ensure that there are no residues in the harvested hay or grain. And our hot, dry weather at harvest means growers don't need to chemically desiccate their grain crops. So before I tell you about the Processed Oat Partnership, I want to share with you some of the key takeaways from the International Oat Conference this year. So look, number one, oat growers globally are still being paid as if they're producing animal food, not human food. No one has a definitive solution to this, but more value adding of oats is definitely part of the solution, and I was speaking to someone in morning tea about that. As a niche crop, the oat price is very sensitive to fluctuating market demand, and this impacts prices. Again, it seems to be a global issue, and again, something that someone brought up with me today. Every country seems to be working towards similar outcomes: high-yielding crops and beta-glucan levels, ideal oil content for local processors, finding varieties that are best suited to the local environment, and the need for minimal inputs and chemical interventions. But these aims are constrained globally by lack of information about the impact of genetic and environment and management factors. Growth areas include oat milk and and protein extracts. In fact, oat milk, everyone seems to be wanting to do that at the moment, but it's apparently not as easy as just pureeing some oats and putting it with water. It's a bit more complicated than that. Something else I learnt from the oat conference, oat rice is super delicious. If you have an opportunity to try it, do try it. It's really yummy. And people from Iceland and Northern really like to party. One researcher from Iceland actually was particularly keen on the nightlife at the casino, but I understand the feeling was not reciprocated. But yeah, it was a good conference, and I'll maybe go to the next one and have just as much fun. So back to the POP, I've explained why the state government is investing in oat industry development, and now I'll tell you a little bit about what we are investing in. So in 2021, the state government committed just over $10 million over 4 years to the POP. It brings together oat industry stakeholders from across the supply chain with the aim of growing the milling oat industry over the next 20 years. Industry is co-contributing to all projects, either through cash or in-kind contribution. This is really important as POP is very much industry-led. So we need industry to have skin in the game in order to make it work. We also have some financial contributions from the federal government, and we're seeking more as much as possible, to be honest. The POP has 3 main aims centred around increasing yield, the hectares sown, WA processing, increasing processing in WA, and capturing a greater share of international demand for oat products. Although the oat and hay industry is an important part of the oat industry, the POP is focused on milling oats, but my colleague Blakely Painter will discuss oat and hay varieties in his speech after this. The Grain Industry Association of WA is the lead program partner for the POP and provides a communication portal between stakeholders, mainly through the Giwa Oat Council. The POP is managed by a steering committee. There's independent chair Mark Narrastrang, who has many years' experience in grain industry development. The chair of the WA Oat Council and oat grower Ash Weiss, DPIRD's Director of Grains Kerry Regan, AGIC's Oat Program Manager Jack King, Tress Wormsley, the CEO of Intergrain, and Brent Hope from Unigrain. So really some of the best in the business, and we're really grateful that they're all involved. The POP will not provide a short-term fix, but it does ensure that private sector research, industry and government stakeholders are heading towards the same long-term goals. We need to make sure that WA is producing oats and processed oat products that global consumers are demanding. How can we produce processed oat products demanded by high-value international markets? How do we make sure oat growers can supply oats to meet this increased demand? An individual component of our oat industry cannot experience real growth without consideration for other stakeholders in the supply chain. So, 2 minutes. So the POP provides strategic overview and direction to support industry to maximise growth potential. So some POP projects approved to date. Under the breeding pillar, Murdoch University through the Western Crops Genetic Alliance, along with Intergrain and DPIRD, are researching genetic solutions to septoria, a disease found in 90% of oat paddocks surveyed in WA. The Western Crops Genetic Alliance is also adding more Australian varieties to the International Pan-Genome Project. Under the production capacity pillar, National Oat Breeder Intergrain and DPIRD's agronomy team are leading 2 major POP projects. One is focusing on the drivers of beta-glucan and fat in milling oats, and the other is a research project assessing if grain oats are source or zinc limited. This information generated will assist Intergrain match the yield gain being achieved in wheat and barley. As you all know, the yield gains in oats have not really moved for 20 years. So that will support growers by increasing their grain yield per hectare and processors through increased supply. Under the supply chain pillar, The POP is providing bespoke business development support for both new and existing oat processing projects, and we're very strongly linked in with various state and federal government grants programs, so that potential oat processing projects in WA are strongly supported in their applications where possible. So some work is also underway to seek innovative solutions to oat husk waste. AGIC is also delivering 3 projects aimed at getting a fuller understanding about what export markets want, so that investment into WA's oat industry is better targeted. So some world-class scientists, researchers, industry development specialists and oat growers in WA are supporting projects in the POP. Their support and passion and expertise will give us the best chance of success, and I'd like to thank everyone involved, including people in this room. So for more information about the POP, go to the GIWA website and click on Industry Projects, or you can email admin@giwa.org.au, or you can email me or just come up to me at lunch or any time today and ask questions. If I don't have the answer, I'll find out someone who does. So it's an exciting time for the oat industry in WA. There's a growing global demand for oats and a greater understanding of their health benefits. So I'm running out of time, but so will the Cinderella crop become the belle of the grains ball? I think so, but time will tell. Thank you.